hi or good day. I'm sorry I had to do that. Apologies in advance. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at some Australian candy bars. There are tons and tons. Who knew that Cadbury's Down Under made so many different types of sweets that we do not get here? Also Mars as well as Milky Bar. There are so many different ones. 2020, since we left the EU around there, B&M have had so many different Aussie bars in and out, and I've spent a small fortune on bars. While one's out, it seems like the next one's in. So I've spent a small fortune on the big bars, and then they started to bring in smaller bars time to time. So I've managed to try quite a few different ones. I have an in-depth review of some of the other ones that are not in this video on my WordPress. So it's Adam Pastry Guy. If you type .com, so you can check out reviews of other candy bars that are not in this video. There's tons of them. So with this one, we're going to be looking at some of these I have already tried. So my reaction will be less than the ones I haven't tried. And I didn't even know that there was a factory in Australia, Cadbury's factory in Australia for quite some time, that made just specific things for the Aussie market and not for here. So thank God we got this stuff over here. So like I said, most of these came from B&M. Some of them came from like those American sites who now sell Aussie stuff as well. So this is 12 Caramilk. Caramilk is like a caramelized white chocolate, which is, it was last year, at least in 2025, it was everywhere. So it looks like it's a normal bar. I have a knife here because this is gonna, and inside you can see that it's a caramelized white chocolate, almost like a Caramac, which we also Nestle don't make anymore. So this is pretty good. If anybody is a 90s child, they may remember the Cadbury's Flake Snow, which is the best one. This gives you those vibes. It isn't quite the same, but if you miss that chocolate, this definitely will give you the feels for that original one. Why did they discontinue that? I'll never know. That was here, not in there. So you get two in a pack. They're roughly, they're under £2 a bar, which you might think is expensive for a 12, but considering other places online will charge you far more than that. B&M are being quite generous with their prices. These are part of, there's actually like an Australian treat box. So this plus this, and I think one of these, and one of the, also came with a Freddo Milky Top. We'll talk about Freddo Milky Top later. These came in the packet, so it's like £5 for 5 or 6 items, which is not too bad. This is Dream. We also didn't have Dream. It went away for a long time. We never had it. Now they've bought Cadbury's White back. White chocolate, which has replaced kind of what we knew as Dream. So this is white chocolate and Oreo. And you can see it's exactly as you might think it is. White chocolate, Oreo cookies. What's wrong with that? No notes on that one. We've got cherry ripe berry truffle. Now this one, these are like a Bounty. But we don't have a Cadbury's version of a Bounty, except this is the version. Now this is coconut and cherries. This one has blackcurrant and Old Gold, which I assume is like their version of Bourneville. This is really crumbly. I won't open this one. It's very crumbly. It is covered in coconut. It's got dark chocolate, and inside it has a blackcurrant-y cherry forward flavour. That's that one. The cherry ripe is same as the one below. This one, oh, that's the original one. And if you think of what a dark chocolate bounty tastes like, which they also don't make anymore now. Also, I've seen adverts for Cabana. I've never had Cabana. It's like late 80s, early 90s, maybe. I'm told this is sort of what it's like. As you can see, cherry, coconut, dark chocolate. It gives you all that you need. That's the original. This is it, and if that wasn't, look, it's dipped in more chocolate. So it's a little bit more thicker. You can see, maybe that you can see it's definitely thicker. But that's the same thing, but dipped in more chocolate. It's all old gold, which is, like I said, I assume it's like the version of Bourneville. So like a 60%. Let's go in a coconut roll. And here's another roll. It's a summer roll. This is peanuts and nougat rolled in milk chocolate and coconut. It's called. I've never had this one, but I don't know what to expect from this. Oh, it's not the most appetizing looking thing. There, kind of looking like nougat. It's kind of giving me like I'm a Snickers, but there's not so many nuts, and I've got coconut. The piece I had didn't have any peanuts in it, but I'm getting this kind of Snickers vibe from this. All right, this is only available in the Aussie treat box. I bought this before, and this was really good. This is like, if you ever had a Mr. Tom bar in the UK, this is like that covered in chocolate. It's almost like a peanut brittle covered in chocolate. They don't sell these separately at the moment. So when I got the box, I happened to get one reduced to £3, so I was happy because that had this in it. You can see that inside, it's basically like peanut brittle. Definitely not Mr. Tom covered in chocolate. Heaven. Okay, last two. I have my trusty tea on the side, so I can just do a quick palate cleanse. How fancy. This is Mars Raspberry Smash. There aren't that many different types of Mars that I've come across. I have had this one before. I think there's a protein one as well, but that's not really a variation. It's just trying to make it seem like it has protein when it doesn't really. Because they look a little bit leaking out. Inside, look, that's the shot we want to see. Oh, straight away. It has this almost like, I was going to say like shrimp foam and banana sweets, if you've ever had those. Is it like a sherbety sort of taste? But it's definitely a nice clean raspberry flavour that comes through. This is new out. This has not been out that long. I have not tried this. Cookie dough things can be hit or miss. So this is either going to be yay or nay. Okay, there's no immediate smell. Because sometimes they just don't hit the mark. Honestly, I would. If you give this to me, I wouldn't know that it wasn't a normal Mars bar. I'm not really getting anything to tell me that it was cookie dough, which is a shame. Some of the cookie dough flavors are like that. The Twix, I think also, and there's another one. I think there's a Milky Way. They all have a supposed cookie dough flavor, but they're just not tasting of anything else but what the bar is. Win some, you lose some. Some of these are only £1, so there's not much to lose by trying it, and you still got a Mars bar. So, if you like Mars bar, you got a Mars bar. So that's the end of this video. Like I said, there's tons of Aussie chocolates out there that I have not tried, and there's lots I already have tried. Check out my WordPress, adampastry.com, for quite a different hefty review of all the block bars. I call them block bars, so like the chocolate bars, and some candy ones too, because there's loads of pictures there and honest reviews. Check out the food playlist, where you can check out more reviews from Dubai chocolate to Australian candies, M&Ms around the world. We're gonna have a Twix from around the world coming up, and loads of other stuff. Because, like I said, I've got a lot of sweets to get through. Instead of just eating them and taking pictures, I'm gonna make videos about them now, like I should have done long ago. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to check out more videos like this and all the other things going on in my life on the rest of the playlist, from Too Good To Go boxes, travel, money saving videos, and other whatnot. And I'll see you in the next episode.